show you how the divisibility rules may also help you in finding all the factors of a number, and I want to show you a little trick of, I think, a good way to organize a problem like this. So if you're given a number and you have to list all the factors, I would highly suggest that you start at the biggest and the smallest and the biggest number and work your way towards the middle. That'll help you eliminate lots of numbers in the middle. So I know anytime I get a number and I have to find its factors, of course, 1 is a factor of the number and the number itself is a factor. So you're always going to list 1 and 36. 1 and the number itself, that's the smallest factor and the biggest factor that it can possibly have. Then I'm going to ask myself, is 2 a factor? Well, it's an even number, so I'm going to do 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and figure out 2 times what is going to give me 36 and put it out here so that they're going to go in order. So if I think about 36, I can do that in my head by first thinking about half of 30, which is 15. And then half of 6 is 3. So half of 36 is 18. That tells me that 2 times 18 is going to give me 36. Then I'm going to think about, is 3 a factor? Well, 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 is a multiple of 3. So 36 is divisible by 3. So then I'm going to also figure out how many times can 3 go into 36? Well, I know that it's a multiplication factor. My 12 times table is 12, 24, 36. So 12 times 3 is 36. All right, then I'm going to check 4, and I'm going to ask myself, is 4 a factor of the last 2 digits, which is just 36? And I hope that you know the multiplication fact. 4 times 9 is 36. The cool thing of doing it in order like this is that we don't have to check any numbers in between here. We don't have to think about 11 or 15 or anything in there as we go in order and eliminate numbers. 5 is not a factor of 36 because it doesn't end in 5 or 0. Then 6 is a factor of 36 because 2 and 3 have already been listed as factors. And then I think 6 times what gives me 36? Well, 6 times 6 is 36. And that tells me that I've sort of met in the middle in my list, and no other numbers could be factors of this of 36. So I'm done. Let's use this order of working our way out and back in with 60 also. So I'm going to do 1 and 60, the smallest and the biggest. Then I know 2 is a factor because it's an even number. 2 times 30, or half of 60 is 30. Then I know 3 is a factor because 6 plus 0 is 6, and 6 is a multiple of 3. 3 goes into 60 20 times. If I think about dividing 60 up 3 times, I would do 20 plus 20 plus 20. Then I'm going to think about 4. Now 4 is one I'm just going to have to try because I don't know multiplication fact. 4 times something. And I get 15. So 4 times 15. And then I'm going to think 5. Well, since it ends in a 5 or a 0, 60 is divisible by 5. And I'm going to go ahead and do a division problem to find out how many times it goes in. Goes in 12 times. Oh, I should have known that 12's fact. And then 6 and 10, obviously. And then I just have to check the numbers in the middle there. 7 times nothing, 8 times nothing, 9 times nothing. So then I have all the factors of 60 by working my way out towards the middle.